It's the 100th episode of Roadkill Garage, and we decided to take another Roadkill crew family road trip. We're at Hot Rod Magazine Power Tour, standing right now at Stop 1 on the banks of Atlanta Speedway. We have a lot of wrenching to do on the Red Duster, though.
Oh, I know. Well, what better place to do it at than right here?
Park it right here?
Yeah.
Let's go. Wow, if you've never been on a super speedway before,
it's steep.
Yeah, Steve's actually kind of scared of it, but I can do it in sandals.
I'm completely frightened, yes.
Come on, Steve. Let's go.
Race to the bottom?
That's usually what our show's about, is a race to the bottom.
Don't remind me.
First of all, Hot Rod Magazine Power Tour. It's the world's largest traveling car show. It's gonna be a road trip that'll last a week, and there's gonna be like 5,000 or 6,000 cars on it. It's been happening since 1995. This year, we're starting here in Atlanta, and we're gonna go through the Carolinas, end up at Bristol, Tennessee, and we hope that we make it all the way in this car that we simply call the Red Duster. We bought it, got it running with a 6-cylinder and the 3 on the tree, and on the way home, Steve and I blew up the engine, and we ended up throwing that slant 6 engine in the dumpster. On another episode of Roadkill Garage, we put the car together as you see it today. We installed the 5.9-liter Magnum V8 engine that had been in the blue Duster that now belongs to Chris Birdsong. I bought an A833 Hemi 4-speed for it. We threw that in there. I had Benoit's Mopar Restorations shorten an 8 3/4 rear end. It's got 323s and a sure grip, and we put cool wheels and tires on it. 275/60s in the back. The suspension is bone stock from the 6-cylinder. The brakes are stock 9-inch in the front and 10-inch in the back. It's super sketchy, but we think it's going to be good on this trip. The only thing that's changed about the car since you last saw it on Roadkill Garage is that I took the original seats and had them recovered, and I'll tell you, they're the best thing about the car. They turned out mint. It's like brown houndstooth to match the original brown interior. Other than that, this still has the problems that you saw at the end of the last Roadkill Garage, and that's what we need to fix here. I think top priority is gonna be the master cylinder that leaks. We're gonna fix that immediately. Also, we discovered that that power steering box that was in Steve's backyard for like 20 or 25 years, what do you know? That leaks too. And then the last thing is the shock absorbers are a mess. It's the worst handling car ever. The other problem is that the rusty holes in the floor are so big under the clutch pedal that my foot's gonna fall through, so we're gonna have to address that. And I'm sure other things are gonna come up. But step 1 is gonna be replacing the master cylinder right here as Power Tour is gathering down there. Ready?
Yep.
There we go. That was it. As soon as I tighten this, we'll go inside, step on the brake pedal to try and pop the pedal rod into the back of the master cylinder. All right, Steve, pop it in.
Didn't do anything.
You don't think it popped in?
Nah.
Will it when we're bleeding it?
Yep.
Do you want to try and bench bleed it with our butchered roadkill methodology?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that. Here's what we're gonna do to try and bench bleed this thing. Even though it's not the right way, it's gonna be the good enough Roadkill Garage way. I'm gonna fill that full of fluids. He's gonna slowly press the pedal to the floor. That will squirt a bunch of fluid out of these ports, which I will absorb into rags. Then I will cover the ports with my thumbs and tell him to lift. Up.
Up.
That way, when he lifts back off of it, it won't suck air back into the master cylinder, and then we'll keep doing that until there's no bubbles coming out, and then I'll install the lines. Okay, I'm hooking the lines up. Okay, give it just very light. Yeah, whatever you're doing is right. It's really spraying out of the front, oddly enough.
I'm pumping a tiny bit, like you said.
Then it seems like it's good. Hold on, let me top it off and put the lid on, and if we're lucky, we won't have to bleed it. Did it have any pedal?
It's got like the most awesome drum brake car ever built right now.
I thought it might be.
The push rod must have dropped in because I can step on it hard.
And we managed to bleed the master without letting enough air into the hard lines. I don't think we have to bleed it.
No.
Win!
Yeah.
All right, we're done with the master cylinder. That means we can do something else, like the power steering leak is coming next. I'm gonna install power steering stop leak because this thing's empty. Okay.
Starting the motor.
Start. How's the effort?
It's pretty good.
That's weird that the fluid doesn't move at all. And it's not leaking. Well, since the master cylinder healed itself so quickly, I'm gonna call that healed too.
Do you have the level of fluid up high enough in there? Like
yeah,
up to
but
capacity?
the thing is, there's no bubbles coming out of it, no motion, no nothing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried that the pump is dead from being driven with no fluid in
But
it.
it can't be completely dead because I'm turning the wheel.
Right.
It's power assisted. You know how hard I'd have to be muscling that
Yeah.
wheel.
So we'll drive it and let it break later. Now we have to go part the sea of people, and we have an autograph signing. Runs good.
Yeah, it runs great.
If I don't go on road trips like this, I never fix everything on my cars.
I know, a road trip like this is going to perfect this Duster.
I also got a different shift handle because this one's kind of low and weird.
It is kind of low and weird, but I actually don't mind it.
Yeah. Oh, I told the audience that the only thing that changed since they saw it last was the seat.
The exhaust system.
Yep, sounds pretty good. Makes this bone stock 5.9 sound so wicked.
It does. It sounds like a race car.
Look, we're talking casually. I'm not yelling at all, and I can be heard.
Remember, it was really loud last time we took it on the
It
road?
was really loud. I don't know how a stock 5.7 was that loud. All right, it's blowing a lot of heat on me through this massive hole in the floor. We're gonna have to address that too.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna pull right up to the stage, and this thing's gonna barf coolant all over the ground. Who knows if it even has coolant in
How's
it?
the power steering feel?
Oh, it feels great.
It totally self-healed itself.
Yeah, it's one finger.
Hey, guys! The Duster draws an enormous amount of attention.
Yeah. Okay, wow, it's crowded.
Yeah. Oh, man, look at that sea of people there.
Hampton, Georgia, turn your attention to the Hot Rod Power Tour main stage, driven by Continental.
Hey, everyone.
Back for more.
Wow, guys. Is it puking on the ground? Not yet? Are you going on the whole power tour? Yeah?
Sure.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Man, Power Tour is jammed this year. We ended up signing for what, like an hour and 45 minutes or something like
Oh,
that?
yeah.
It was super cool. And now we're here at the Autocross. It's the very end of the day. Fortunately, they're gonna let us slip in here. And yeah, I'm gonna run the Duster.
You mentioned that this is the most ill-handling,
It is.
most unstable vehicle you've ever driven around.
These are facts.
Yes.
I don't think the shock absorbers have any fluid in them at all.
Probably not.
But we're gonna be fixing that later in the week. And usually at Power Tour, there's either drag racing or autocross almost every night. So I hope I get a chance to do it again. But we're gonna go baseline it, basically just for the comedy. All right, Steve, are you ready for this?
I'm totally ready for it. Are you kidding?
It's gonna be so horrible.
It's going to be so fun to ride shotgun with you driving
Think so?
autocross. Oh, yeah.
Are you ready, gentlemen?
Oh, sure. Oh, wow, this thing's
Oh,
terrible.
terrible.
I think there's no shocks
It's
on
actually
it.
not that bad. Here we go. Just a straight shot here. Just a straight shot. Left. Whoa,
Oh,
yeah.
it's rubbing the fenders and tires so
A
bad.
little bit. It's just a little bit.
Oh, it's so bad.
Does it understeer?
Oh, yeah, it does everything except what you want it to do. Oh, wow, that's horrible.
That's pretty good. I thought that was good. Here we go. Oh, man, this bench seat really sets you in the seat. Oh, nice. You haven't hit a cone, man. That's amazing.
Did you smell the clutch when I took off?
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be adjusted badly. It's so good. It's so bad.
That was fast.
Oh, they're gonna let us go again. There we go.
That's right. Rocket. Got power, man. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, you might get a cone or two here, but stay in it, Freiburger. Stay in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to hammer it, bro.
It spun the clutch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're getting the most out of this Duster it's ever seen. Oh, that was nicely done through that S-curve. Remember,
Oh, it's a little bad.
you are driving the wheels off this thing. Hit it, Freiburger. This is the end of the track. Oh, man, did you feel those tires dig in and grip? Woo! Man, you know what it is? It's just going out there and having fun.
It's ridiculous.
That was great.
How'd you feel?
Oh, man, I'll tell you this much. I don't know what the number was as far as the time, and I really don't care.
I know.
Because taking this thing and ripping around there, no matter what the time was, it was super, super fun.
It was, and that's the whole point. It's like, we knew this thing was gonna be horrible, but it doesn't matter. We got it together. You and I touched every bolt on the thing. It's running and driving. I'm pretty sure it's gonna make it on all of Power Tour, but we did just reveal another problem, which is that the clutch smokes. I launched it a couple times. We smelled smoke bad. Even when I drove it away and got into it, it was spinning the clutch. So
yeah,
that
it might be an adjustment, not letting it let go of the clutch all the way, but with those hot headers, there's no touching it right now.
No way.
We can drive it around
We're
anyway.
gonna be fiddling with this thing the whole week, and tomorrow morning we'll gather together with all these folks on the road, and we're heading to
I don't know.
Carolina.
Parts unknown.
I don't know.
Right?
South Carolina? Something like that. So we're slamming the hood, and we're out of here for the evening, and tomorrow, more Power Tour. It's morning and the Power Tour gang is heading east into South Carolina. Meanwhile, we have found a strategic parking lot in which to leave a river of power steering fluid, because we have a bunch to do on the car wrenching wise, but to me the priority is fixing the power steering pump, which is groaning.
So what David's gonna do is remove the bracket that holds the pump to the engine, which is captured by the pulley. So we're gonna have to pull the pulley off, which we're gonna have to reuse on the new pump anyway, and then install the bracket on the new pump, put the belt back on, and boom, hook up a couple of hoses, we're on the road.
Wow, not a drop on the ground.
Oh,
Let's go
I
to the
know.
dirt. All right, Steve, now it's your turn.
To remove the power steering pulley from the pump, you need a special puller. Now, this is a multi-piece assembly. It's got a couple of clamshells that grab a groove in the pulley and also grabs the tool that'll pull the pulley right off the shaft. Oh, man.
There's that. All right, time for the new pump that's probably wrong.
Okay, we need a cleaner work area.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
This looks pretty nice over here.
This blanket we're sitting on that Steve set up a picnic with is the twin bed sheet cover from when I was a child.
It's the baby Freiburger blanket.
Yeah,
Caulking's important. How are you gonna get that tight?
with the wrench and skills and leverage. First car should be arriving at the next Power Tour venue by now.
The Vet seems to be a popular platform, as it does the Dodge Challenger.
Yeah, all the midlife crisis cars are here, like me and my Duster. Pulley it, baby.
All right.
It's very relaxing wrenching in the park,
I know.
hanging out.
Pretty good. We should do more of our episodes on the Freiburger baby blanket
Maybe we should get a picnic basket.
and keep the tools in there.
Yeah,
That's home.
okay. And the new pump's going in. This is a yay. Now we're gonna bleed the power steering. I got the new pump in there. It's all full of fluid and everything. I'm gonna jack up the front end to get the tires off the ground to remove load. Then Steve will start the engine and just slowly turn the steering wheel one way and then the other to get all the bubbles out of the system while I top it up with fluid. And then this job will be done.
Hey, it's not making that gronching sound anymore.
It feels mint, right?
It's one finger power steering.
Well, the tires are off the ground. Now shut her off. Let's install the shift lever and shift boot. That'll be cool. Steve installed this great new shift handle for me. It's so much better than the little short straight one that I had in. It's also round like an original one, but not quite the same shape. And the boot to keep my leg from getting blasted with 200-degree heat. On that note, I am gonna patch the floor. This car has a massive hole right under the clutch pedal, and honestly, to this point, I've been scared of dropping my heel through it or my sandal or something. Not as stylish as a street sign, of course, but it's gonna work.
On my side, I've got some kind of special tape, and I'm just gonna put a couple of patches of that where there's holes right on top of the rust that's already there.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get out of here. We're way behind. We gotta catch up with Power Tour and get to Columbia, South Carolina. Man, what a day. Power Tour, it's a riot. There's another autocross here. I'm gonna let Steve do it this time, which is great because this one appears to be a lot bigger and faster.
It does. Are you riding along?
Sure.
Great. So you could go left, right, corner.
The handling is in fact awful.
Oh, yeah, well,
And
thanks.
don't count on the brakes. Okay, hard right. And then see the slalom?
I've got it.
There you go. Okay, this is a right and a left. And then another slight right. There we go. And then go through the cones, And a little left. And left.
Are we almost at the end of the course?
And right, and then left. And stop.
I know.
Okay. Did you smell the clutch when you took off?
Yeah.
Maybe don't spin the clutch this time?
I'm trying not to.
Ah, clutch. Oh! Did you break something?
No, I pulled it out of gear.
Okay, good. You go straight into it, then right, and then a shallow left. Good one. And then right, then straight, don't hit the cones. You hit the cones, go through the gates. Good speed, good speed. Yeah, carry it through, you're gonna hang a left, and then a big sweep right, and then left, and you're done. 32,975.
All right.
32,975. I don't know if that was your best or
That
not.
was the best, probably.
We're out. That was really good, Steve.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a little bit of teamwork,
Yeah.
but it was great.
All right.
It was good car control.
Okay, thank you.
I liked it for being a complete disaster of a car.
The junkier the car, the happier I am on the autocross.
Yeah, I know. Man, Steve did a great job out there. It turns out, if I keep him from getting lost, he's awesome.
I like the left, right.
Yeah.
It worked great.
Like
That was
easy
teamwork.
left. It was really good.
Yeah, man.
I was impressed. They said that you were puking gas out all over the track.
Well, it's better than you puking outside the passenger window.
And, that didn't even cross my mind.
Oh, really?
It felt like it was just, a Corvette. It was virtually so fantastic from the passenger seat.
Well, I don't know. Like you always say, it's always more fun to drive a slow car fast than a
the
fast car slow.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was super fun, man.
I feel like we had a signature power tour day today. We actually drove the route, saw a bunch of cars.
We had a bunch of fans.
And then you killed it on the autocross. Yep.
Thanks, man.
And now we get to do it again tomorrow as we head to ZMAX in Charlotte.